Flippin' Fantastic Podcast, episode 52. I am Alicia, the Inked Picker.
I'm Mo87 official. Guess what? It's been one whole year.
Woo!
Woo!
It hasn't it hasn't felt like it. You told me as soon as, right before we started recording, I was like, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dedication. We have not we didn't miss a week, but we did have a late posting one time. Other than that, I think we've been pretty accurate. Like, it said it posted on Saturday instead of Friday. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think we've been pretty...
I think I had technical... Was it technical difficulties, or did we do a live that Saturday? There was something, I forget. Or did we do a live on
I'm pretty sure we did on a
Friday?
Friday, or maybe it was on a Thursday. I think it's either early or the day of. But I think we had one episode post late. I don't remember why.
Yeah. It was
I
probably
think maybe we had a scheduling issue or something. Or
maybe.
Yeah, something. Anyways, you guys still get your weekly entertainment regardless.
Woohoo. 160 of you.
Yes, we're at 160 subscribers now. That is exciting. And not to toot my own horn, but but on my YouTube, we're at 568. So we're almost to 600. We're getting closer. So that's exciting. My goal is 1,000 by my 1 year, which I think I started in March or April.
Yeah.
So I have a few months. So I needed to just start posting shorts like Amy does and just get really popular on shorts or something. I don't know.
I know Amy does all shorts. I've heard okay, so we were just talking about doing shorts for this, and I have done them, and I think that was helping us a little bit. The last, right before Christmas, it was kind of busy, and that's just on me. I didn't get any out. Mm-hmm. But I was posting one the day before for a month or so before. When I looked at things, we don't have big numbers or anything, but I thought it was helping. I thought it was I think the first time I posted a short, we had more watch hour or watches. It just gives people a
nice snippet of what we talk about, or a funny moment or something. So a highlight, and basically.
I think we had more. I was looking at it. So I posted it on Thursday, and I looked at our Friday video, and I think we had more views on that Friday video. It wasn't always the case, but at least on one of them we definitely did. And I think it was one of the earlier ones. But I've heard different things from different people. Some people say that shorts tank their channel. And then some people are
if they're bad, no, I guess. But
I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. No, tank the algorithm. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. But I don't know if that's maybe that's a YouTube thing that they're working on. I mean, everything's Reels and TikToks, I mean, I like watching long form videos, but I do also like watching, shorts, especially just if that's the mood you're in, or if that's all you have time for. Mm-hmm. We were talking about, I was watching before we got on, I was watching videos, but I didn't watch a couple. I went through and picked out some. I didn't watch some other podcasts because they're long. I was well, I'm going to wait for after when I can just watch it all the way through or whatever. Mm-hmm. So it just depends on, and I don't know where I was going with that. I'm just the train just went off the station. That's okay.
Sometimes it's like that. I'm trying to think of anything that's new. I guess quickly, shout out Planes to Profit. We now have a new sponsor.
Nice.
I'm going to get on the website so I don't miss anybody. But we have our sponsors, Paul and Faith at My Reseller Genie, who are also donating. They're sending us pens for the swag bags, and they're sending us a special giveaway item. Ooh. Actually, a couple special giveaway items, which I'm not going to say now, but maybe as the event gets closer, I will. American Bubble Boy, which they're also contributing, Vendu, and then now we have Dibbed It by Trash to Cash as a sponsor. And then, of course, we have our supporters, Commonwealth Picker, Reseller Locker Room Podcast, and District as well. Even though District runs Dibbed It, but District's on there as their own entity as well. Mm-hmm. So, that's all. We got 44 days until the event. And hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully the weather is better. We got a bunch of snow the past couple days, and
I was before we got on, I was sitting here. I have I have these Kindle tablets that I've been like, I gotta list them, and I haven't done.
Mhm.
So I charged them up and I was resetting them, and I was taking pictures and I was watching. And I watched Grams and Pops. I watched Pops plow the snow. I'm like, is he gonna do that now? Are we gonna have snow plowing and lawn mowing videos from Pops? Have you ever gotten into that? Not that I get into it, but like every once in a while, like I'm going through like Facebook or something, and they want to show me lawn. I'm like, what did I do to get lawn mowing
It's
videos in my
satisfying
feed?
when
I
people do
know it
like
is.
the designs in their yard.
And when there's like a terrible yard where it's just everything's overgrown, and like there's one that he came on, he's like Australian, and he had to wear, because it was so overgrown, and they have things that'll kill you in your yard over there. So he's got like snake boots on, like stuff so something won't bite him, because it was so, and he just chopped it all down. It was, that's satisfying when it's like all a mess and it looks nice afterward. But yeah, so I think Pops should get into that. I think that should be his new channel. Snow plowing.
They're also talking about on Reset Clickbait about like chickens.
Yeah.
So maybe it could be a chicken and lawn mowing
Chicken
and
cam.
snow pushing, snow clearing channel.
They just need to have a live chicken webcam.
That'd be funny.
I'd watch it.
Back when I streamed video games, we actually thought about putting a camera on my turtle tank and just having a live cam of him like in the corner, my turtle.
Well, you had your chair up and you had your kitty cam.
Taco cam, I did have. You said my cat's behind me.
Yeah.
Anymore, Taco actually doesn't come down here very much. He loves the couch upstairs. He sits right in the middle. He's got a little dent in the couch. That's his favorite. And he'll just sit there. The other two will come down here though, except today the house must be cold because my oldest cat Ninja, he's sitting right on top of the vent, and he has not moved from that spot like at all today. So he must be chilly.
Need some warmth.
Yep. What else?
So you got snow. We're just getting rain.
Yep.
It's miserable.
We got snow, and I forgot to do a package pickup even though I was up super late last night. So I set out the packages anyways, but I remember her telling me that Tuesdays are typically her day off.
Her day off.
So either the post person hasn't stopped by yet because the weather's been crappy and they probably have to walk through a bunch of snow that's not cleared yet, or it just never got picked up. So I have 2 bins full now, and I'm about to go pack more orders after we're done here. So anyways, I guess either way, I'm going to leave the house tomorrow. I won something off the dollar auction. I won some little screw-on, like vintage Cameo earrings, and for me, Cameo stuff does really well.
Yeah, Cameo's good.
For $3. So I'm going to go get that and probably go hit all my thrift stores tomorrow. Even though I don't want to. But I guess you gotta leave the house once or twice a week.
I hate leaving it. I left mine this morning, so I had to go to my parents' house. My mom's getting somebody to take some stuff from the house, like not stuff that I want, just stuff. And like she has like an old couch and like we have like a little back, we call it the back room. It's like a little office, and nobody sits back there. It's freezing in there. And she's getting that, and there's like some stuff in the garage. Anyway, she's like, but when we were kids, my dad had trains. And she's like, are you coming to get it? I go, I told you I was going to get it. She's like, oh, I have it in the pile to go. So I had to go over there. And then she had me doing stuff. So I was moving stuff around because she's like, well, put it over here. Put it. And I was like, what are they going to do? She goes, well, they come and you point to what you want them to take and they take it. And they don't take it unless you have pointed to it and told them to take it, so they don't get in trouble. And I said, well, then why am I moving all this crap? Like she wanted me to move stuff in the garage. And she would have had to move her car out, and I would have had to move my car because it was behind there. And I was like it's an old ladder, some old trash cans, because my parents have been around before the trash man gave you trash cans, like you had to buy your own, and some old pieces of plywood. And I said, no. I said, we're not moving anything. They can move that. Like So she's like, okay, you're right. She's flipping out. So, my sister's sick and she hasn't been walking very well. And they're getting so my mom gets like in like crazy mode. They're getting one of those things that take you up and down the stairs, the chairlift thing, which is good because my parents can use it. My dad might need it soon. My mom, not at the moment, but because they're talking about my mom wanted to move. My dad didn't want to move like to a one floor. It's hard to find a one floor around here. Like a condo, they're pretty expensive with condo fees and everything. And then we're talking about like, if they ever have to go to nursing home, assisted living is so expensive. This way they can get up and down. And, if ever needs be, help can come to the house. You know what I mean? So that's good. So they're getting that. They thought it was going to be super expensive, but my parents just have a straight up and down staircase. And it,
oh, not like a curve with like a
right, not one with like landings and stuff. Like we have a landing, we have one. Like the guy as soon as you have a curve, because these are all like special made and design, like made to order kind of things, and they make them like in Europe somewhere or England. And yeah, as soon as you have a landing or two, it's like tens of thousands of dollars. But theirs was reasonable, so it'll be good. So yeah, so she was like having a fit. I'm like, they don't have anything. The stuff she wants to get rid of is less stuff than's in my death pile. It's like, Mom, calm down. You're fine. But she gets like, she's in like crazy mode. But anyway, so I went and I took some stuff, and one of it was the trains. So I got a whole bunch of train stuff. It's all old, but we'll see if any of it's worth anything.
Train stuff can be good.
Yeah, the small stuff. So it's still in my car because it's boring. She gave me some old Christmas stuff, and I took some other things. What else did I take? Oh, my dad, he must have gotten from work, and he brought him home because, like, years ago, he had when he was younger, they redid the wood floors. So he has all these like Tyvek, the whole Tyvek suits, the white. For like painting. They're not like the biohazard, So he like had a whole bunch of those. I don't know if they're worth anything, but I took them because they were like brand new. They still had like sticker on them yeah. I'm trying to think what else I took. I can't remember. Just some little things, but yeah. So my mom, I'm like, you guys, you're not gonna have anything left. You need to relax. Then she's like, and we have to get up. Like, there's an attic above the garage. They have like those pull down stairs to go up there. She's like, you have to go up in there. And I was like, okay, calm down. We'll go up this summer and get out whatever's up there. I think it's old luggage. It's nothing, but But yeah, so that was my day. So that's where I went out, and I'm not going out again if it rains. I have to go take my sister to her appointments on Thursday.
For me, if I need to go out, I just need to go hit all the Goodwills, go to the post office, come home, which that alone is a long task. But now with the roads being a little snowy, it's going to take even longer. Last week, I think I talked about that I put my store on sale. Did I talk about that last week?
And I was going to do that. Yeah, you did. I think a little bit.
So I did 20% off anything older than 21 days.
Yes.
Which went really well because I haven't listed in over a week now. Because I'm like, okay, I need to focus on my house, focus on other things, and then come back and work on eBay because eBay's taking the priority since moving here. So sales have gone really well. Like I had a couple of really good days, and it's slowly dropping off now. Which is fine, but I figured if anybody needs to take a little break, like from listing, but they want to keep their store alive, for me, the sale has worked out great. And I thought, I'm just going to keep it for the weekend, but I'm like, well, I'm not ready yet. I thought I'd get a lot more done during the weekend, but I didn't. So I still have the sale on my store right now until maybe a couple more days, because I plan to do some more cleaning upstairs, get all that cleaned up, and then focus back on eBay, turn the sale off and start listing again. So that's worked well. It's better than turning off your store or just not listing at all. Because if I didn't put the store on sale, I'd have missed out on like, I forgot what the statistic was. I was looking at how much sales I got from that sale.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a decent few $100. So, that's some extra stuff. And I'm clearing stuff out, making room, because I also don't have room for a lot of the stuff I'm listing. So,
yeah.
And I also had this happen. Someone talked about this in our comments a few episodes ago, where I talked about how I delisted everything, and so I had, like 300, I had all my things in unsold, and I had like 150 things left. I went on eBay yesterday.
Oh,
that
did
number
they
dropped
disappear?
from like, they're gone. So yes, that does happen. I've never had it happen to me.
Wow.
But it happened. The only
How long do they stay on there? Do you know? Does anybody know?
It was about 3 months. I think it was a little over 3 months. I think it's just the past 90 days, but I can't remember when I delisted everything. It was back in October. So I guess it was about the same time that I delisted. Because, January. October, November, December, January. So, yeah, that does happen, guys. I wasn't aware. Luckily, it's basically, I have 2 totes of clothes. And that's basically all that was in those drafts. And a lot of those I needed to redo the pictures or actually do better measurements like pit to pit or inseam. So either way, it kind of needed to be redone. Or some of it was just listings that had really crappy pictures that I needed to redo anyways. So it's whatever.
At least you got the good stuff.
Yeah, basically it's the good stuff is all listed. Yep. So it's whatever. I'm just glad I didn't have like 800 items or something.
People said that about drafts too, but I've had drafts that never went away. Like that I went in and I feel like they were there for a long time. And for whatever reason, like I started a new one or I didn't list that item or whatever it was. And and I just deleted them. So I don't even know if drafts go away, but yeah, I've heard that happen.
It's kind of whatever, but
it is what it is now. That sucks though. Sorry.
Yeah. And I also got my side of the garage cleaned out, so now my car is in the garage, which is amazing.
That's good because it snowed.
And yeah, it snowed, and that was what I was looking for, is before a big snow, which it already snowed here before, but it only lasted like a few days and melted. Well, now the snow is probably going to stay for a little bit, so got that side of the garage cleaned out. Got like my box set up or my packing material set up in there. But yeah, and so last Thursday, I think it was Thursday or Friday, I don't know, I went sourcing last week, and that's where I went to this estate sale. I found these giant plaques. It said State Farm Insurance Co. They're big. They're like a big oval. I'm like, oh, those look kind of weird. I Google Lens them. See a bunch on eBay. It sold for around $100. This estate sale is asking, it's either $6 or $8 a piece. I can't remember what I paid. I think it was $8 a piece. So $24 all in. I should make about $300, which I thought was cool. Anyways, those are still out in my car. Everything I sourced, as well as I went to a couple people's houses and got free packing material. My car is just full of boxes and bags of bubble wrap. So I'm like, I'm gonna keep it all in there until I get it situated, because once I bring all that in, this place is gonna be a mess again, because I spent like all day yesterday and then part of this morning cleaning my office, and it's finally clean. Got a little Scentsy warmer running back there that I did. You can't see it, but it's called I
see the light.
I forgot. It's called Make a Scene, I think it was called, but it's just a clear canister. It had some sand and then like a little Buddha statue you could put in there, so it's like a little Zen garden. Well, nice. I took that stuff out and I had some bones. I had like it was like a raccoon skull or something, and I put it in there with like some rocks, and so it's like it's a Scentsy, but I put a skull in it.
Do you see it when it lights up? Do you see it when it lights up?
Yeah, it's all lit up. Yeah. So you can see, it looks like a nice little display piece.
That's cool. I mean, I see the Scentsy warmer back there, but you can't see the detail. That's cool.
Yep. Yeah, so I was like, oh, I'll just throw random stuff in there. Maybe at some point I could throw just a bunch of like, probably put like marbles in there. I don't know, I was thinking of like out of the box ideas. But yeah, so I did that. Been working on just, like I said, cleaning up my space, which is first for me, because if my space is a mess, my mind is a mess. So, or vice versa. So we got that done.
Yep. That's
And
true.
my husband's been home from work the past couple of days too, so he's been around. What else? I think that's it. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I guess I could go through comments from last week before I forget. We got 4. Amy Beach by Repeat says, "Congrats on episode 52, a whole year in the books. Woohoo, friends."
This is 52,
so she must
Amy.
have, yeah.
And I did see that comment, and I looked, and I was like, did I put 52? I didn't put it in the thumbnail. I hope I didn't put it in the title. I don't think I did. But who knows?
Let me actually check if I can see the thumbnail.
I didn't put it in the thumbnail.
No, you put 51.
Yeah.
You put 51. We also got a comment from user MZ5EK7CR20. "I always enjoy watching you guys every week. Any plans for another live this year? The last live was fun." I was actually going to mention that with you, Mo, because I would like to do that again too.
Yeah.
It's also really easy because we could just sit here and we can also interact. The only thing is we'd like to do it on a Friday when, the podcast is supposed to release.
Yeah.
And typically in the summer it's kind of hard because there's sales on Friday. But maybe here during the winter we can
the next couple the next month or two we can do it. We'll figure it out. But I would like to do one too.
We'll probably post about it in the community section and then of course on social medias. And Mo talked about making a Flippin' Fantastic Instagram, which probably by now maybe it'd be up. Maybe by the time you guys see this.
Yeah, it should be up by the time you see this. Hold me accountable.
If we're doing a live, we'll most likely be posting it on there, but as well as sharing it onto our individual social medias. And then Andy Someta says, "Wow," and then he says, "Imagine planning out your videos." I forgot. Did I say something? I might have said something where I don't plan out videos. I can't remember. Anyways,
Andy's Instagrams are like 3 seconds, and it's like, what happened after that? Because he just do you ever watch any of him?
Yeah.
And they stop. Something bangs or yes, Cole. So I'm like, oh, let me look on Let me look on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Trying to think of what else. Oh, I had an interesting sale. I had a Fenton little hobnail vase. It was opalescent, so it had the light blue fading down to a dark royal blue, cobalt blue.
Yeah.
This particular piece I had cross-listed on the Mercari and Facebook and eBay. And someone on Facebook messaged me and they're like, "Hey," in the Facebook descriptions I put, it's cash only, local pickup only. I don't ship through Facebook. This person's like, "Hey, I'm interested in this. Can you ship it to Missouri?" And I was like, "Hey, I don't ship through Facebook, but I do have this posted on eBay. And usually on Facebook, I'll put a little bit of a cheaper price to kind of account for if I was to sell it, with eBay fees. So of course, a $45 item, I'll put $40 instead." Anyways, it ended up being one of the items on sale, but this person actually went through on my eBay and bought it.
Nice.
Excuse me. So that was nice. It was one of my favorite glass pieces. I even got a hold of, what was his name? I think it was Scott. Yeah, I got a hold of him again. And I was like, "Hey, I'm ready for more stuff." Even though I wasn't really ready for more stuff, obviously, because I haven't listed in a few days. But most of the stuff from that buy is listed already. So I'm kind of ready to take on more. But they're in the process of moving still. So hopefully I get the chance to go back over there again and get some more exciting pieces after I've recouped some money. Because I'm already in the profit on that glass buy. And I still have quite a few pieces from that whole thing. So what else? I thought I had something else to talk about. One of my reselling friends. As we all know, Reddit can be kind of brutal. But there is a
Yeah.
subreddit called r/flipping. And someone, not to put any negativity in the reselling community, but someone put, like, who is your least favorite reselling YouTubers? And boy, that was a read to see what everybody thought about specific resell. I'm not going to name anybody, but there's a bunch of names in this comment section.
What subreddit is it under?
r/flipping.
Okay.
And a lot of people are like, oh, I hate all of them. There's all YouTube resellers in general. There was this one someone was talking about where, like, it's some lady, I've never heard of her before, but, like, she likes to, I don't know, she, like, scammed a bunch of people with, like, mystery boxes, disappeared off the face of the earth, came back, did it again, disappeared. And I'm like, oh, that doesn't give us, like, a good name at all. But,
no.
Anyways, it was a kind of an interesting read to see, but also people on Reddit are just brutal, and people on Reddit are just negative Nancys, and I just hope. I was glad to read it. Of course, I didn't expect to see my name on there, but if I did, I would have cried. Because I'm just like, oh, if you don't like my content, then just don't watch me. But, but yeah.
I can't believe you got sucked into that one. Wasn't it not too long ago? There's a guy that did YouTube videos that was like about that same thing.
Yeah, like he just like reacted to resellers' videos.
Yeah.
Oh, what was his name? Not that I want to put his name out there, but yeah, I remember what you said.
I don't remember.
I never talking watched about.
It. Yeah. Because he
called out I remember his name now.
The big names.
Yes, I want to see if he's still doing videos on this, because I haven't heard of him. Yeah, he's still doing a lot of videos on resellers, it looks like. Yeah. I mean, alright, dude. Anyways, I just hope if I ever do see, or I hope if he does make a video on me, that I never see it. But it looks like he's targeting just a couple of people right now. Like, all their videos is about, like, the same person.
Yeah.
Anyways. But yeah. What, any exciting sales?
No.
The past week?
No, I sold an old scarf today that I've had well, it's like a pashmina that I've had up for a long time. I sold it on an offer. That was one thing I sold today. Nothing exciting. Nothing I can even think of. I mean, sales have been steady. I'm trying to get I'm trying to get back up to 500 listings. But I've been doing a lot of organizing and just sorting some stuff, like category, because I want to get more up on Dipdit, and as a matter of fact, I was just looking on Marketplace when we were talking, and somebody has like $20, 5 Garfield plushes for $20. I'm trying to. They're still available. I could pick them up tomorrow, but I don't know if I want them. There's nothing like I know they'll sell. They're not. I could probably. I mean, I'm sure I'd get my money back. I don't know if I want to try.
I haven't done a lot of Facebook Marketplace sourcing lately. It's been kind of hard to like find decent stuff.
I don't get much. This is the first time, because I was like, I've sold Garfield stuff before. I've sold some really vintage, like rare pieces. See, now that I look, one of them's just a Beanie Baby. I don't know. But I don't find much on there at all. I was just like, Garfield, that's good for Dibjit. Plus they sell pretty fast in my experience. But yeah, I don't know if I want to go get it.
Oh, I
And
had
then I
something
want
happen
to.
that was kind of. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No, I was just
I'll
I was
hold the thought.
looking for stuff for. I mean, I have more stuff. I haven't listed anything on knickknacks yet. So that is also my goal by this week, is to get at least a couple things up on knickknack. Even if it's just stuff I have already on eBay. That's probably what I'm going to do first.
Speaking of knickknacks,
Mm-hmm.
I submitted my survey to get approved for live selling on there.
Mm-hmm.
I still have to go and actually do like the appointment or whatever they want me to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought about, like I said, doing like a brass show.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So I might work on that. Second, I had 3 things. And that was also my reasoning for not listing, because I would like to get back into cross listing. Is getting to the point I just was listing purely on eBay.
Yeah.
So just because for time's sake, I didn't want to cross list. But that's why I'm kind of taking this break so that way I can get back into it.
Mm-hmm.
And of course now with not really any drafts left, I can actually take the pictures straight on my phone, because before, if I was reusing the pictures from the drafts, I had to screenshot all the photos, crop them all. It was just a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
But last week I won a milk glass punch bowl on the dollar auction.
Yeah.
For $3. I go over there, and this couple, or this person, had an amazing setup on their front porch. They had like shelving with everyone's orders, and you could tell they sold like a lot of stuff, because there was just a ton of stuff. Yeah. It took me a while to find my thing. And then they had a little money drop-off box I put in there, and I see a sticker. It says, "Follow us on our YouTube channel," and had a little QR code. I left my phone in the car for some reason. Usually I don't do that, but for some reason I did. And then I messaged her. I'm like, "Hey, I saw the sign that said you're about a YouTube channel. Can you send me the link?" It's another reselling couple, and they literally live in the same neighborhood as me. Like,
oh my god,
I could drive to their house in like 3 to 5 minutes. Like, and they're actually gaining a lot of traction now on YouTube. Like, when I started following them, they had like 640, and now they're at like 800 something. Like, they've gained like 200 in the past week. They're growing.
Cool. Nice.
That's an older couple. I think what was their? I think it was Happy Heart Treasures or something like that. I think that's their name. And
she
that's
says
funny,
older couple. They're probably younger than me. I'm just kidding.
They're an older couple. Like, they have kids that are grown and out of the house.
Yeah. Which I could have. I just don't.
No, they're super nice. Their names are Steve and Donna, and I really enjoy their content.
Happy
Heart Treasures. And it's funny because I think I remember hearing this name before. I think maybe they've sent Kevin something before or commented, because it sounds familiar. But yeah, they put some really nice little videos out. But I told them about the meetup over in Omaha, so hoping they will be going.
Well, they were at the bins, their latest from one day ago was at the bins.
Yeah, I was so jealous, but it's good to know.
Buddies.
Yeah, I commented. I was like, "Oh, if you ever need a bins buddy," because like I like to go, but I'd love to have somebody with me.
Right.
But yeah, that was really cool, and it's good to know because they went to the Omaha bins, which I was unsure if they would make a big deal. I think it was you that asked if they cared if I recorded there. Well, they didn't care that they did, so
okay, well, obviously, so that's good. Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to possibly going over that at some point. I don't really want to until like my death pile is nearly gone, which I said I don't believe in a death pile anymore, but it's like I literally just haven't been listing, and that's what's going to happen if you don't list. It's just I have other things I need to get.
You're going to
get on top of.
You will have a death pile in the mid of
I'm not saying I'm gonna keep up with it, but like I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Oh, I get it. I'm just teasing you. because you had so much stuff this summer. Remember, you were like, "We're gonna move. I'm not gonna buy stuff," and you had like, "I could not buy this stuff." I
That
get it.
was stressful. If we ever do again, which we've talked about, this is probably our home for a while until we're older. We would like to move to Colorado when we're older. Like, I'm saying, like 40 plus. So, like,
She's
in like
saying
20 years,
younger than me.
when we're older, in like maybe more retirement age. So maybe in our 50s, I'd like to move to Colorado, but we'll see.
Yeah.
That's just a long-term plan we have. We both love Colorado, but right now we just need to stay here in Nebraska.
Hate moving, and I don't ever want to move again.
That's how I feel right now, but I'm sure in 20 years it'll be different. Maybe I can scale back on eBay a bunch and I'll be going through that phase where I get rid of a bunch of stuff, which I'm trying to do.
Like my mom. I mean, my mom's like ready to give the chair you're sitting on away today. I was like, lady, calm down. Chill. You're not a hoarder. This house is fine. They'll come take this big stuff that you want out. I get it. Calm down.
I have a bunch of trinkets behind me on my shelves, and I like to collect all that. So I want to just maybe just tone it down a little because I like to collect weird things.
I get stuff too, and then like I had some stuff recently. I can't think of what it was, but I was like, okay, I've loved this, and now it's time to go. And I was actually looking at my shelves downstairs, where I have I have all my bookshelves are downstairs in the one room, and with all my books, and then I have like little things on there, and there's a couple things on there that I'm like, I think I'm ready to part with, so I'll probably sell them. But like sometimes when I find something that's cool, I put it up so I can enjoy it for a while. I like that.
Oh, another improvement I was going to do for my office. I actually just remembered I'm going to get, most likely, I'm like 90% sure, a black folding table. I talked about this in my video, which it's not going to come out for a while because I'm like a month behind, but we have some of those heavy folding tables in my garage I was telling you about that my husband got that have like, it can support like 500 pounds or something crazy. I want to get a smaller black folding table to put on my eBay side of the office. I want to put it like in the middle, so like I have to walk around it. But I want to have it there for packing because the way my system works right now is I'll go pull orders, bring them over here, pack them up, bring them back over there to my shipping scale, weigh them, bring them back over here to print the label. And I'm like, that's just too much back and forth. I need to just pull the item, pack it over there, weigh it, then bring it over here for the label and like be done with it. It's a lot of back and forth and just time wasted. So I think I'm going to get a little black folding table so it kind of fits with the aesthetic of my office. But that just reminded me that I want to place an order for that possibly now. But I don't want a huge one. Like this one's 6 feet. I don't need a 6-foot one. I need like 4 or 5. Anyways, that's just an idea.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work out, I'll just keep it for something.
We'll see. I don't know if this is going to pan out. We'll see how the rest of my week goes, but I am hopefully I've cleaned out the other room that I want to go in. It's just there's a queen size bed in there. It's not that big of a bedroom. It's bigger than this one. But it's like I used to have like friends come and stay all the time, and now, I don't. It's just the part of life that we're in right now, right? And I'm like, I don't need this bed. Yesterday I was looking online at like little like trundle beds that that look like a couch kind of thing, not a couch but like a day bed, but then if you do have somebody come over, it's like 2 mattresses, because that would take up a lot less space in there. But I don't know if I'm going to get that, but hopefully I'll get my desk in there by my new desk, because then this table I'm going to put downstairs and I'll have 3 tables in my basement, so that'll be nice.
There you go.
Because right now I have the table that has my photo box on it. That also is where my scale and my computer is, and where I pack. Like I pack on the other half of it. And I have a table with stuff that needs to be listed, like stuff that is ready to go. And I would just like another table just because everything's always overflowing. But I do have a little shelf that I think I will be able to use as, like, if I'm pulling stuff off my other shelves, I can set that stuff on there, ready to be shipped, kind of things. But we'll see. But yeah.
I just want to refine my shipping process, and because right now shipping is kicking me in the butt. And I was talking about that whole whole thing
day.
with the because to my understanding, we had this conversation, and I'm gonna kind of fill our listeners in, but we had this conversation in a little Discord group that we have, that with the top rated seller plus, you have to offer the 1-day shipping. To me, the item being counted as shipped counts as the label being printed, because as soon as you print it in eBay, it shows it as shipped. Apparently, it doesn't count as shipped unless it's scanned.
I don't think so.
Which I didn't know. I didn't think so either.
And now I have 1-day shipping. There has been, I usually get my stuff out the same day. That one day. There has been days where, like, because the only problem is that eBay's on Pacific time. And I wish there was a way to say, okay, anything after 8 p.m. Eastern time, is the next day. Do you know what I mean? Because then I could be like, oh, I have, everything that sells up to 8 or 7 or 8 p.m., let's say. So then I go downstairs, I pack it all up, and I'm ready to go in the morning. But I could be in bed because it doesn't cut off until midnight Pacific time, right? I think. I'm trying to think of this. Hold on. I don't have anything awaiting shipment right now because I packed everything up. Yeah, so, well, it's I shouldn't say that. It is midnight my time. But I wish anything that sells by midnight my time, I still have to ship the next day. So, like, for instance, I take my sister on Thursdays to her appointments, and I have to drive her to Philly. And depending on what time we go and how long we have to wait and what the traffic is, like, we've been there some days all day. And I have had to come home because I've sold something late at night, and when I come home, I print the label. Sometimes I don't even pack it. Like, I'm like, just quickly print the label so it's printed before that time, and it says shipped. It doesn't get marked by the post office. I've never been dinged by that. Never. So that is not the problem.
I went in there on my eBay and looked at my stats, because you can see, like, if you have any what's it called? Any dings on your account. I forgot what they called them.
Yeah.
There was a different word for it. But I saw I had, like, defects. I saw that I had, like, 5 in there for delivered late. I thought, there's a couple times where I'll ship stuff late at night. Usually I pack stuff at night. And I had nothing that said shipped late. It just said delivered late. Well, I looked, and I was able to get all of them removed. There's a dispute feedback. There's a dispute.
You gave that to me because I had one and I got it removed. Yeah.
Yep. You just send it in, and like 5 minutes later you get an email. It's like, oh, is approved or denied. All mine were approved and removed. So that's good, because I was like, oh, I have like 5. That's not good.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do top rated plus, but I didn't want to shoot myself in the foot. Also, I like having the 2-day buffer, but I'm like, well, if you're saving 10% on your fees, excuse me.
Well, for you, that's going to be a lot. I wish
But I don't know if I just don't know if I can do that because I'm not a person I'll wake up and pack orders in the morning. That's just not what I do. So it's like if I get something that ships or something that gets purchased the night before, like 11 o'clock at night, that means I have to have it packed in time for it to be picked up the next day. And sometimes I just don't think I can do that.
See, so I don't, because I don't do pickup and I just take it to the closest PO box, which isn't far, instead of pickup. I just whenever I get up, I'll pack it. Now I do try and pack stuff like the next day. Like if I had a whole bunch of sales today, I would have tried to get most of them done earlier today. But
yeah, I just drag butt with packing, but also it's just I also revolve around my mail person's schedule.
Right, you have a good one.
Which for the most part she's good. Today, like I said, I still have my packages sitting out there, but I forgot to do a package pickup request. But if it is her and she sees it, she will come get them. Well, like I said, I think it's either she hasn't stopped by yet or she has her substitute today. So either way, it's whatever. Either way, I'm leaving the house tomorrow, so that means I'll probably just take my own bin of packages, just the stuff that's probably way overdue. I could take it today, but the roads are just they haven't even plowed our street yet, which is insane. But I guess like our street is just not. This is the first time we haven't really lived like on a main road here, so I just think these side streets just really take the back burner until they're able to get all the emergency routes done. So yeah, but
now for top rated plus, here's the thing. I was just looking it up. It says so you have to have that. You have to have 30 days free returns also. Right. So some people don't like to do free returns.
I don't, but
I don't have a high return rate. So
I was just checking out.
Hasn't been a big problem for me.
Yeah, like I was checking out My Reseller Genie for last year and they had like my statistics. I think last year I had like 20 something returns. The thing is, I think if the buyer cancels the order, it counts as one of those. Cause I'm like, I definitely didn't get 20 items sent back to me. I got maybe like 5 to 10 items sent back.
Oh, throughout the whole year. Last year. Cancel. I'd have to look, because I haven't had that many cancels. But
where I was just like, this doesn't make sense because there's no way I got that many items. Like I haven't had a return in forever, which is actually I have a SpongeBob Barbie coming back.
Oh
to me, but like since moving, I haven't had a return. I don't think maybe because other thing, but anyways,
I like the reason on SpongeBob Barbie. What is it? The head color doesn't match the.
I was saying that the head
doesn't match the body. I was like, first of all, have you seen a Barbie? They're usually not exactly. I mean, sometimes they're not exactly the same.
Whatever. I'll just resell it. It was like a $30 Barbie, so
yeah. But it also says the top rated plus seal displayed prominently. This is what you get in search results, besides the 10% discount on final values, in your listing description. And I don't know if that's always true. Because if you go on your it never tells you that you're top rated plus. Like, because I've been doing 1-day shipping and I've always had 30-day free returns. And so when you look on your Seller Hub in your overview, it just says you're top rated. It doesn't say top rated plus or anything. I have seen some of my listings, like when I'm searching for something and I see it, and I have seen it say top rated plus. But then some listings, I haven't seen that. So take that if you're thinking about it. Anybody, not just you. Take that as you may, because I don't always see that top rated plus, and I should have it. I only had that one defect, which was a late. It got to somebody late. I wonder if. So I'm wondering this. How did they determine? I shipped it on time. It went out the day it was supposed to. It actually got. It was at the post office the day it was supposed to. It was marked, so it got scanned in then on that day. Because, like I said, I've printed labels. I've done it more than a lot. where I've printed them that night and then just take it to the post office in the morning. And I haven't had a problem. So I didn't get any defects for that. So as long as you have it scanned, as long as you have it, as far as I'm concerned, as long as you print it that day, I mean, I would very much get it out to the post office the next day so that it gets delivered on time within the time that they were promised. Which again, for me too, the post offices I go through and everything, it must be, I haven't had any problems with that this year.
If I physically took my packages in,
mm-hmm.
like, I would totally do it, but I'm also just to the point, there's some days I stay home all day and I don't leave, so, but if it's to the point, like, oh, I have another job and I just stopped the post office on my way or something, or I have another obligation, but I just think I'll just stick with my 2 business day thing.
I don't like my personal zip code post office. They're mean. I haven't been in that post office in 2 years. They were so mean. So I think I talked about this before early on, probably one of our first ones. The reason I don't go over there, and I probably could do a pickup, but again, I'm not necessarily ready when the mailman gets here. So like I might take my stuff, like the post office they go to, the window closes at 4:30 and they pick up, they have one of those big bins that you put your stuff in. And that's at 4:30. So I can get my stuff there by then. I'm good to go. But I went, like, so one of the things is when you print at home and you save money, from doing it at the window, they also say, oh, you get to just drop off. Don't wait in line. Don't wait in line. I mean, I know I've seen that. This guy was making us wait in line. It was like Christmas time. It was like 2 years ago. I had like a big old IKEA bag full of packages. I had just like started reselling again. And there's a big old long line. And I'm like, so I sneak in, because when I sold before, there was a lady that was there. She might have been the postmaster at the time. I don't think she's there anymore. And she'd always, just come in. And the post office I go to now, they have it, the bigger window on the end, everybody just puts their stuff there if the bin is full. And he was like, you have to wait in line. I said, well, can I just set them somewhere? I don't need you to scan them for me. Just, I don't need a receipt. He's like, no, you still have to wait in line. I'm like, well, then what's the point? Right. So I was like, later. I'm going to the other post office. Yeah, because they didn't have the bin, the big box to put your stuff in. So yeah, so I hate that. And every once in a while I look at the reviews of that post office and people still hate it. So anyway, that's my story. And I don't like to go out, but sometimes I will. And sometimes if my husband's home and he has somewhere to go, he'll drop them off for me.
That's nice.
But yeah. But I mean, you have to do what works best for you. I know for you that final value fee would probably be a big chunk. So
maybe I'll change my mind, but yeah. I in order to do that, I'd have to maybe change up my schedule. Either like, I guess most days I do stay up really late. Like lately, my sleep schedule's been, I stay up till like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So I guess in that case, as long as I pack everything, all the orders that came in, that day, even though it's technically the next day.
Yeah.
I should be fine. I don't know. I kind of pushed it off, but it is a lot of money in fees that I'm paying per year. I mean, just in shipping, then the amount was a lot. It was several $1,000s in shipping. Like it was double digits, thousands.
Oh yeah.
That I've paid in shipping. It's insane.
Oh yeah. Shipping's crazy. And speaking of shipping, Pirate Ship sent that that's one of my fake online names. Pirate Ship sent that email out that
yes.
So some priorities going down, under £1 for Ground Advantage is going up a little bit, and and what was there? Something else? I can't remember. I don't remember. Do you remember?
It was, they're raising some ground, raising media mail. I think making priority a little
media
cheaper.
mail, that's it. Yeah. Yep, some priorities going down. It was the media mail. It was media mail going up. Okay, now I just Googled one of my I'm all over the place today. I had too much coffee. I just Googled. I just searched one of my things that I just listed. It does say top rated plus, and I am the first listing that comes up, so but I also promote my stuff, so it's in there. Okay. Yeah, so shipping is shipping. It's what it is. I like Ground Advantage though. I'm not gonna lie. That is the best. I'm glad they did that because
And that's also why I've been picking up boxes from people because I like to just ship out Ground Advantage, but I also don't want to pay for the boxes. So
yeah, me either.
I
really try. I am gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to. Buy a few certain sizes, but yeah, I try and get everybody's Amazon boxes that I know. That's another reason I go get boxes from my mom or my aunt or my sister. But yeah.
Well, I'm trying to think of anything else I've got, but
1 whole year. People,
that's
give us a
crazy.
like. Give us that thumbs up. Give us a follow. We need some follows. Share us out.
That'd be cool if you guys did that.
Subscribe.
Yes.
Because
speaking of the dollar,
year 2 is gonna be. We're gonna get it. Year 2.
Yes. Whatever that means.
I don't know either. Look, I'm old lady. Come on.
I also yesterday sat down and listed a bunch of stuff on the dollar auction. So we sold a few things. Not for great, like everything was like for $1 for the most part.
Yeah, but you get rid of it.
Yeah, but I'm getting rid of it. That's what this pile is next to me. Yeah, I said I just cleaned my office, but literally like I have my dollar auction stuff right here so that way I can situate it, because of course I have people usually showing up at all times of the day for pickups. So anyways, but that's all I really got. I don't know if you have anything else.
Nope. I talked enough.
Oh,
1 year.
Next week we will have a special guest.
Ooh.
So we haven't had a guest on here in a minute. Last time it was when we had Amy and Liz, right? Or no, it was Teresa.
No,
that was around the time we went to Cincinnati.
Teresa.
Yeah. So we'll have a new guest on.
Yeah.
Yes, next week. Woo-hoo. It'll be exciting. And then of course we'll figure out a day to do a live. So hopefully we can announce it on here before like the episode before.
Yeah, we'll pick one hopefully that we'll be able to do it. My schedule can be a little fancy, bit
like reseller clickbait and like giving away stuff during our lives. We're not that fancy yet, but
no, we're not there yet. Look, we're only at episode 52. They're at like 82 or something, so
right. They're a little ahead.
We need some more followers, and maybe we'll find something to give away. I'll pick something up off the floor. I'll pull something out of my death pile for you. So yeah.
All right, y'all.
Awesome.
You guys have a wonderful weekend.
Yeah,
week/weekend. We will see you next week with our guest.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.